So Metal Gear Solid 5 is coming out in 13 days. A lot of people are excited about this game, myself included. I'm not sure I want to say that I love the Metal Gear series, but I got Metal Gear Solid 1, and I got Metal Gear Solid Special Missions, and I got Metal Gear Solids 2, 3, and Peace Walker HD Collection on the PS3. Side note, I did have Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 on the PS2, but I just don't have a PS2 anymore. And I do have Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PS3, and I do have Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes on the PS4. So, I do like Metal Gear Solid. It's actually, of all the game franchises that I've ever played, Metal Gear Solid has my favourite story. It's so massively complex. A lot of people are turned off by the story because it's so complex. That's one of the things I like about it, because I kind of got in on the ground floor, because the Metal Gear Solid series started with this one in '97, but the Metal Gear series started in '89. And there was 2 Metal Gear games, then they made Metal Gear Solid, and those 2 Metal Gear games are actually on the special edition of Metal Gear Solid 3, which I do have. So I also have Metal Gear 1 and 2, as well as all these. I just haven't played them, because they're old. But yeah, the story, it's so good. Trying to explain it, it's probably easier to explain rocket science. A lot of it is ridiculous, and it's just so wildly complex. But because I've been playing it since Metal Gear Solid, I've been playing all of them, I know the story, so that's what makes it awesome. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 4 is nothing but a treat for the fans. They take you back to Shadow Moses. That was one of the greatest moments in any game ever, when I got to go back to Shadow Moses in Metal Gear Solid 4, and Shadow Moses is where Metal Gear Solid 1 is set. So you go back there, 2 generations of console later, and you get all these flashbacks and stuff, and the whole thing is... Mwah! You also find out some crazy stuff that just blew my mind. The way they linked the games together, it was just like, Jesus Christ, that person was this person? Whoa! So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5. Hideo Kojima, the guy that directs Metal Gear Solid games, he is just the world's greatest game director. He's got to be. I think every time since Metal Gear Solid 3, every time he's made a Metal Gear Solid game, he's said, this is my last one. I'm stepping away from the franchise. This is my last one. And then he always gets pulled back in, because I think he stepped away from Metal Gear Solid 4. And then he saw... No, I'm getting confused with Metal Gear Rising. That's a different thing. But yeah, he keeps saying he'll step away from the franchise. And this time, it's true. Because Konami, there's this whole business. You can look at videos if you don't know already. Konami have basically said, fuck you, Kojima. For some reason, just fuck you. Your studio's being shut down. So... he's no longer making Metal Gear Solid games after this one that's coming out in 13 days. So it's going to be like, it's possibly going to be his biggest and best work, and maybe his last as well. So really excited for this game. They've got multiplayer in it, which I'm not too happy about, because they had multiplayer in Metal Gear Solid 4, but that was one of the most unpleasant online experiences I've ever had. I played that game. It took me ages to set it all up, you know, making your character and stuff took absolutely ages. And then I got into the game, and I'm sure if you like that sort of thing, it's good, but I was playing it, and I just hated every second of it. I was like, this is the opposite of a Metal Gear Solid game. I do not like this. So when I heard they were making a Metal Gear Online for Metal Gear Solid 5, I was like, a little bit, not really too fond of this, and, you know, the base building aspect, that is a bit like Peace Walker, and I didn't really care for Peace Walker that much. Even though it is a direct sequel to Peace Walker, so we'll see how it goes. But I did play this, the prologue to Metal Gear Solid 5, and I wasn't going to get it. I almost wasn't going to get it, because it was 30 quid, and some people were saying, oh, you can finish it in 15 minutes, and I was like, what the 15 minutes? What the fuck? How can they charge 30 quid for it? Then I realised that that's if you just blast through it and don't touch any of the content. You know, I mean, I've put 40 hours into this, and my percentage complete is about 55. Because there's the main mission, and then there's a bunch of side missions, and then there's the quest to get an S rank on all the missions, or an A rank, whichever's highest. So there's that. So it's definitely worth the money. And I heard that all the money that this made was going into the development of the full game. So I said, yeah, I'll do that. And that was well worth the money, in my opinion. This is amazing. And that's just the prologue, and it's been well over a year since that came out. So any problems that there might have been in that, no doubt they've had time to resolve. The game itself looks amazing. You build your mother base, basically. It's like an oil rig. And every player's base is going to be slightly different. and you can there's a system called a Fulton recovery system where you can attach a balloon to someone, and then they'll shoot up into the sky, and then a plane will come along and it'll catch the balloon and pick them up, and it'll take them back to Mother Base, and you can recruit them as crew members. And you can even do this to animals as well, like goats and sheep and whatever. And I've seen that you get a husky. I don't know whether you Fulton a baby husky pup in the wild. I doubt it, but I saw this video of Snake, who was on one of his bases, and there was this baby husky pup, and it was galloping towards him like puppies do, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And then I saw this other video where the dog's a bit older, and when you go out, this game's set up differently to the other Metal Gear Solid games. It's not a case of, you're going out on this one mission, and that's the game. With this game, it's more of a case of, you've got your Mother Base, and then you go out and do missions, and then you come back to the base, and then you go out and do missions. And whenever you go on a mission, you can take a buddy with you. That's one of the other characters, or your dog. And I saw a video where Snake was there, he was hiding behind some sandbags, and there was a guard over there, and he signaled to the dog, and a knife appeared in the dog's mouth. The dog ran at the guard, jumped up, used the knife to kill the guard. And that's obviously ridiculous, but that falls in line with the wacky side of Metal Gear Solid. It's got a hyper-realistic military side, and then it's got a wacky side. I mean, this is set in 74? 75, I think? And the full game is set in 84, 1 year before my birthday. And they've got crazy future tech. Like, this is set in 74, and he's got, like, holographic devices and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not realistic in that way, but the way the soldiers move and stuff. Like, I saw behind-the-scenes documentaries on Metal Gear Solid 2, and the research that these guys put into the way soldiers would actually behave in certain situations. You know, like in Metal Gear Solid 2, when the Russians attack the tanker, you see the Russians running around, but they're all pointing their guns down at the floor. And that is because apparently in real life, that's what soldiers do. You see in films, they run around with their guns like this, but soldiers don't do that in real life, because if it goes off, you're blowing someone's head off. If it's pointing down and it goes off, you blow their foot off, worst case scenario. Little touches like that. But there's millions of little touches like that. It's the details. The devil is in the details of Metal Gear Solid games. And there's a new one coming out, and it's the last one that's going to be made by Kojima. So, this collection of amazing games will be getting one more in 13 days. I've booked a week off work for it. Well, kind of. Monday is a bank holiday anyway, so I booked the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. And this will be the 4th game that I've ever booked a week off work to get the day it came out. First game I ever booked a week off work to get was Final Fantasy X back in 2002 when I was 17. And then there was Skyrim, which is the 5th Elder Scrolls game. Then there was GTA 5, the 5th GTA game. And now there's Metal Gear Solid 5, the 5th Metal Gear Solid game. So what series do I love that's got a 5th game coming out soon that I might have to take a week off work? I mean, there's Far Cry. I like it. I don't think it's good enough to book a week off work to play. Street Fighter 5? Yeah, I'll probably pick it up. I won't book a week off work to get it. But I'm really looking forward to this new game. It's going to be amazing. My laptop might be working by the time I get it, because, you know, I need to get a new hard drive and then get Windows put on it and everything like that. And I need to be doing that while I've just got Metal Gear Solid 5 as well. So it might be a week or two after Metal Gear Solid 5 that the laptop's finally up. And once the laptop's finally up, I know I keep banging on about it, but once it's finally up and running, I can go back to uploading videos on the regular, good videos. I might continue doing some vlog videos like this. I'm getting used to just talking at a camera and trying not to be interrupted and thinking of things to say without having dead air. So are you looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 5? Let me know. Oh, I need to give a shout out to Aman Hussein. If you look at the last video, he and I were having a little chat in the comments section, and I had to give him a shout out because he was leaving comments on my videos. I'm always interacting with people who leave comments on my videos. So you leave a comment and I'll interact with you. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily even be about the topic of the video. I'd prefer it if it was, but you know, you could just stop by, have a little chat, you know. I like to know that my subscribers are actually people rather than just numbers. And I know most of my subscribers are totally inactive anyway, so any interaction with my subscribers, it gives me more motivation to continue doing the videos, because I'm like, oh yeah, there's real people on the other side of this screen. So yeah, Aman Hussein, cheers for leaving those comments. We had a good little chat. And oh, he left the best maybe not the best comment I've ever received on one of my videos, but definitely the most random. He just left a comment that said, "Why are you getting rid of your double chin?" And I'm like, because I don't want a double chin. Like, that's as simple as it is. You know, I've had an office job for the last few years, and I've been eating too much crisps and drinking too much energy drink and just not exercising, and I got fat as a result. So got a double chin, had a shave. Now my double chin's on show. See, it's not good. So I gotta get rid of it. So thanks for leaving those comments, and I think that's about it for my ramble. I'm gonna do a video talking about Fallout 4 in a couple of days because, you know, I want to keep uploading videos since my laptop's broken. The least I can do is upload some little talk videos like this. And maybe you guys can get to know me a little bit. So I'll be talking about Fallout 4 next because I fucking love Fallout. Not quite as much as the Elder Scrolls. Not quite. I mean, I would book a week off work to play Fallout 4, but I've now... Oh no, I was going to say I've run out of holiday, but no, my holiday gets renewed in October, and the game comes out in November. Booking a week off work to play to get Fallout 4 the day it comes out on the PS4, and obviously I'll be doing videos on that. I might even do a roleplay series. If you go back, type in Harperlap Skyrim roleplay adventure. I had my longest running series and my most popular, and the one I had the most fun doing, arguably, where I took the role of Shinji, and I wasn't breaking the fourth wall. Most people that do roleplays, they break the fourth wall a lot. I was just trying to be in character all the time. So, anyway, this is the end of the video, so let me know what you think of whatever.